Morning, y'all. It has been a minute since I have been able to come outside. Granted, it is still hotter than hell's asshole out here. And I'm in Pennsylvania, okay? So that's hot. I am going to try something new. Because my current reading list is insanely massive. Let's talk about it. So if you follow Jolie Reads, she does these things where she does like 24-hour reads, and she tries to stay up for 24 hours to read. Yeah, no. But I am going to attempt a 24-hour reading challenge. So I will start my clock, read, and then unstop my clock. Basically, I'm going to try and read as many books as I can within a 24-hour period. Hopefully this will get rid of my slump as well. Because my current reading list is massive. I have started so many books and haven't finished a single one. Let me tell you about it. So, I started, what, a weekend, 2 weekends ago? Weekend ago? I don't remember. It's been a little bit. But I started reading books at a scouting event when my kids were working at this, collecting donations at a storefront. I finished one book. Have not finished the other ones. For Normal Girl. And we're going to try The Earth, My Butt, and Other Big Round Things. I'm actually looking forward to this. If I remember correctly, this was like just a banger when I was a teenager. So I kind of want to see if this hits the same way or if it hits differently. But those two. This is the book I think started my reading slump. But so I might end up DNFing it, but I want to try and give it another chance. It's actually Death of a Fairy Tale by Emily Luke. This right here. It was recommended to me. I ain't liking it so far. I haven't liked it since the moment I picked it up. But we'll see. Then I have The Lost Legend. I'm not going to try and even pronounce her name because that'll just be horrid of me. It's not bad. It's good so far. It's just, it's not hitting for me. So I'm going to keep trying. Then I have Duplicity by M. Day Kendall. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry, but that's who it is. I've gotten to a chapter, and it's not the book's fault. It's just this reading slump. It's just like I'm reading it, and it's just over that way. I also have L.B. Heart Dogs, My Night Blue, Book 2 and Book 3. Yes, I'm going to read those. I haven't even started. They're on my... I need them to... I need to read. Because Book 1 left me so confused. And then after talking with LB, I'm like, oh, okay. And so I'm really excited to see how 2 and 3 play out. A Stark Few by Alexis Patton. Again, if I say it wrong, don't come after me. I'm excited. When I started this read, it was really good. But I'm kind of like one of those mood readers where like I can literally just close my book and pick up another one. Yeah. I was reading this alongside Death of a Fairy Tale, and I couldn't do it anymore. I'm telling you, I think Death of a Fairy Tale started my slump. I have A Dragon in the Rough by Christina Gardner here. Yes, I have started it. So far, so good. I don't know. It's not hitting right now. I'm going to keep going. I've only started it. Like, I'm not even, I don't think I've made it through the first full chapter yet. So, we got to give it a chance. Then there's Exiled No More. This one by T.L. Price. Again, started it, didn't even get through a full chapter. Again, not its fault. The White Dragon Saga by Paul, and I'm not even going to try to say his last name. That is this saga, and this saga. These books have almost like 2,000 pages in them, but it's like book 1, book 2, and then like a few novellas thrown into them. Like they're all just crammed into these 3 books. It's the whole White Dragon Saga in these 3 large books. Again, started with the first one and only got maybe like a few pages in before it was like, nope, can't do it anymore. I'm gonna try and read my way of 24 hours a day. Like, basically, like, you know, if I'm not sleeping or I'm not taking care of my kids, because, you know, 2 of them are going camping. They're going bye-bye. So I have the little one to deal with. But basically, I will start my clock, stop my clock, see how much I can get read, and I will keep you updated along the way. I'm kind of excited to see how this works. Hopefully, you know, I might actually get some books off my TBR. It'd be great. Wish me luck. Hey, y'all. So I'm starting my read. It is 7 p.m. at night on August 30th. And I am starting with this big girl. Well, she's not really that big, but you know. She about big round things. I will check in soon. It's been an hour. I've made it to chapter 10 for this book. Now this book only has like 245 pages. It's not, and the chapters are really short, so I'm still going. Kind of want to change books, but I'm still chugging along. It is 10 o'clock at night. I finally got my littlest to bed. Even though it's in my bed, he's asleep. But I'm gonna try reading A Dragon in the Rough. It's this here on my Kindle because I don't have a book light, so we'll see how it goes. It is midnight. I read to chapter 16. Pick this up in the morning. Night, y'all. Hey, y'all. It is August 31st, and it is 12:30 p.m. It has been a day already. But I have till 7 p.m. tonight to try and finish my 24-hour reading sprint challenge. Let's get to it. I'll keep you updated. So it is now 4 o'clock. I don't even remember how long I've been reading at this point. I'm just glad to be reading. I've been reading A Dragon in the Rough. This book right here. I don't even recall how far I've made it. It is like 500 some odd pages, this book, but I can't seem to stop wanting to read it. It is just, I'm loving it. It is 4:45. I had to stop and make dinner, but I have made it about to chapter 45. I have about 15-16 more chapters in this book to go, and apparently it is a duology. That, of course, you know, the second book isn't out yet. Well, it's gonna be interesting. Let's get to it. Technically, it's 10 minutes till 8. Technically, I went over my 24 hours, 25. Yeah, it's close enough, right? But I really wanted to finish the book, and I did. I did realize that if I hadn't read this book first, I probably would have finished the first book sooner. But this book, for the hour that I did actually read it, and like I said, I made it pretty far, I was happy I was reading it. So maybe I'll do another 24-hour reading sprint and see if we can get this one done. Review coming. So this is my 24-hour sprint challenge wrap-up. For about the first hour and a half that I actually sat down and read, I read this book. That book right there, it starts out with the MFC, she's a bigger girl, and she's talking about how, she just wanted to have her first kiss, her first this, her first that, and how her family just kind of ignores her. People at school ignore her, and her life kind of is. She does her best to avoid everything, to just kind of stay in the shadows is basically it. She goes on to create like this thing called the Fat Girl Code when it comes to people, boyfriend, or guys. I shouldn't say boyfriends, but guys. It's pretty heartbreaking. She tries to interact with her brother, and he just kind of is like, don't show up without calling again. Her mom, she's like, I used to be like you, look at me now, we're gonna go to the doctor, you're gonna talk about your nutrition, you're gonna get on a diet. When I last left off, she was crash dieting. I really do want to pick it back up and find out what happened, but it is what it is. The second book I read for my 24-hour sprint challenge was A Dragon in the Rough, this one right here. Now, do remember that this was how much I could read within 24 hours in sprint. So like from August 30th to August 31st, from 7 to 7, I read. I averaged like 8 to 9 hours. Remember, an hour and a half was the first book, so the remainder of the time was this one. Yes, I did go over by an hour, so technically I read for 25 hours. Well, I didn't read for 25 hours. My challenge ended up being a 25-hour period versus 24. But I wanted to finish this book. For me, this is not a 5-star read. However, I can absolutely see how it is a 5-star read for others. For me, it was 4 stars. I had a lot of issues with some of the characters, but I liked the storyline. I will have the review up on my TikTok, and if I can get to it, I will do a long form review here. This is not a YA. Someone's going to be like, oh, that's YA, it's YA. It's not. It's not. I promise. It is not. I mean, it's not closed doors either, but it ain't like full-blown steam and spice and all that crap either. But it ain't YA. Okay? This one, you follow a princess who marries the elder prince in another kingdom to prevent war. Things happen. Lots of it. There's an annulment, and she ends up becoming married to the younger prince, or the second prince. Well, he is younger, but second prince of that same kingdom, because, you know, they're the same age, they fell in love, blah, 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 blah. The ending, however, was left on a chef's kiss, beautiful cliffhanger. And I cannot wait for the second book to come out. Yes, it is a duology. The author has made mention that the ending is in book 2. So I am excited about that. No, I do not know when it is coming out. Do not ask. But that is it for the 24-hour sprint reading challenge. I might do this again. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I don't know when I'll get another chance, but I definitely want to try. It got me back into reading. I'm no longer in my slump. I am devouring books again. So I'm happy about it. It is a sprint challenge. So it is literally within 24 hours and sprinting. Just reading. What? I read maybe at max 3 hours. Read an hour here, read 2 hours there, read, you know, it is back and forth. That's the whole idea, is just how much you can read within 24 hours. I am happy I read an entire book, plus 10 chapters of another one. Like I said, definitely think I'm going to do this one again. Just got to find the time. There you go.